What's going on, Anchor Squad? It's your boy Jank, bring y'all back at it again with the movie review. This is my review of Spider-Man No Way Home. I don't know if I'm gonna just is this just gonna be just my review of everything that happened. So if you haven't seen the movie, make sure you click off because I'm gonna be spoiling some stuff here and there. I'm gonna try to generalize it as much as I can, but I know I'm gonna be throwing some key stuff that came in the movie that got the whole crowd hyped up. I did see this movie in the IMAX theater, and I would say that's the best experience. You want to see it at the biggest theater possible because there were, I would say, at least 8 scenes in this movie where a lot of people just stood up and clapped and was yelling and screaming. You know, whether it was the reveal of this person or that person, this action scene to that action scene. It was like WWE, fight scenes where people slamming people into the wall or into the floor, and it's going from one floor to the next floor. I like stuff like that. That gives that realistic feel. It's not a lot of power moves. It's not a lot of unbelievable moves. The hand to hand was up there. And then I saw some moves that were from the Spider-Man video game that was brought to life, and I really thank Tom Holland and the directors and writers for putting that in there. All the villains were on par or beyond par. Like, they were awesome. I think Green Goblin, Willem Dafoe, he stole the show. Spoiler alert: Andrew Garfield, he stole the show as well. Like, I'm a huge Tom Holland fan. I also like Tobey Maguire, but I think Andrew Garfield stole the show when he came, and he lit the roof on fire. Everybody stood up and clapped, and they was like, "Oh man, that's my boy Andrew," because we love Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. His movies may not have been the best. The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, they may not have been the best, but he was a great Spider-Man, and you can tell that him and Tobey Maguire were, advising Tom Holland in this movie a lot, and they were showing him the ways of things and how they fought the villains, and they just had great chemistry when they were in the film, all 3 Spider-Mans, and that was awesome. Charlie Cox, he had a cameo as Tom Holland's lawyer. Everyone knows that he's Daredevil, and he was from the the Netflix series. Awesome series. If you haven't seen that, you need to go check that out. So we can't wait for Daredevil to show up in a future Spider-Man film and do some action scenes with him. Damn, it's a lot that happened in this movie. A lot of drama that happened where I nearly cried. I heard some people crying when this scene happened. I'm not gonna spoil that, but it's a couple scenes in this movie that's gonna have you shed a tear or make you feel very, very sad, because the room went silent when this happened. And you know how big the IMAX theater is. For that place to go silent for this, you hit here. You hit here right in the heart with that. Man, all the actors did great. And the fact that they brought back Electro, he doesn't look blue, which I'm happy about. They have him in a electrician's outfit, which is close to comic book suit or whatever, with the green, the yellow and green and whatnot. Yeah, he's not in spandex, but I didn't like, as long as he wasn't blue. Because I didn't like how Electro looked in the Amazing Spider-Man. Man, Lizard did well. Sandman, Doc Ock, he did well. Man, I know people, they were hoping that Venom was gonna show up, but I wasn't expecting it to happen. I think they was gonna keep the 5 villains and then do a Sinister 6 later on down the road. But these villains do set up for that if that occurs. The fight scenes with Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, you pretty much gotta turn your mind off and embrace the visuals during that fight scene. But the fact that Spider-Man was able to outsmart, Doctor Strange with math to web him up, that was clever. That was very, very clever. I wasn't expecting that. But from that, you can tell that all the Spider-Men, like Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland, all the different Spider-Men, they have their own unique abilities. Like Tom Holland, he does math pretty well, and he uses that to his advantage. And then like Tobey Maguire, he shoots webs organically. And they had a huge scene about that, how Spider-Man was able to shoot organic webs and he didn't have to like make it in a lab or nothing like that, you know. And then the story behind all of them, how they mentioned how they lost someone, that hit right here too. How one lost, you know, Uncle Ben, and one lost Gwen, and all that stuff. Man, oh man, just thinking about that, man, I just shed a tear because you just get that nostalgia feeling. What happened? I'm like, dang, all this stuff just connects. And by the end of the movie, a lot of people, they were, you know, hoping that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire comes back to play Spider-Man in some other future film, whether it's something connected with the MCU or in Secret Wars, or they're doing their own thing. But regardless, this movie was fantastic. You need to go see this in the movie theaters. I think it still has a 99% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, and then like a 96 critic score. Regardless, it's making money. It's making over 800 million, and then by tomorrow it should be making around $1 billion. So just gonna have to wait and see. But man, if y'all like my review to this, post your comments down below, like and share with all your friends, subscribe to the channel for more reaction videos. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Janko on it down for 100,000 subscribers, and Janko is out.